Hey guys, it's me, Sylvia. I was just on TikTok. I was just on TikTok and someone sent me, thank you, Annabelle. Annabelle has sent me a TikTok where Melanie and Taylor was on a live and Lil D dad was on there, and he just mentioned that they arrested Lil D while he was just came out the hospital. They arrested him, and he's at Rice Street now. I knew something was up today. I really knew something was up because remember in my members only we talked about the whole Lil D thing. Remember Zachary? Yes, Zachary. They arrested him. He was in the hospital. His dad, I just talked to his dad. Taylor pulled me up on her TikTok, and I got a chance to actually talk to his dad because I was trying to explain to them that they were talking about him not being able to be found. And remember when I mentioned to you guys about what the attorneys have said, and I had asked them whether or not if he was in another country, would they go and extradite him back? And Lil D is Zachary, Condarius Zachary. I'm breaking up. I'm breaking up. I'm still breaking up. And guess what he said? The thing that blew my mind, Gaither was married to the aunt of the other Zachary, Garlington. Did y'all hear me? Allegedly. Oh, she still is. Annabelle says she still is married to her. God, this is wild. This is wild. This is crazy. He was arrested about 6 o'clock today. His sister Tori said he was arrested around 6 o'clock today. He lives not too far from Atlanta, about an hour and a half or something like that. And they arrested him while he was coming out the hospital. He was in the hospital. But here's the thing. They had to go to the judge to get that subpoena for them to get the warrant for his arrest. Because when the judge is the one that has to put out a bench warrant for somebody not showing up for court. So, guys, I'm gonna put this link in here. Hold on, y'all.
Now, I talked with Darius Zachary's father, which is Lil D. Y'all know the same Lil D that the state has been trying to secure. His father, that I would make this post to kind of get this news out there because I'm not sure if it's going to be shared. So, Taylor, I'm going to tag Taylor in this post. Taylor did a post. It kind of went viral because Lil D's sister, they were kind of going at her like, hey, listen, he's not running, he's not in hiding, and the state knows this. Well, Lil D's father was just on Taylor's Live, and he shared with us that Lil D has been arrested by Fulton County. That may or may not be why Miss Love was not in the courtroom today, because she was probably sitting in the back seat when they arrested this man walking out of the hospital. So he suffers from some sort of illness, and whatever illness this is, it has caused him to be in and out of the hospital. He is sickly, and his father says that the DA they know that he's sickly. He's not on any type of plea deal. He said he has no obligations. He has shared with Miss Love, the DA's office, that he intends to plead the fifth, but they won't take that for an answer. So here we are.
Okay, hold on a second, y'all. We got to make some. Sorry, guys. Hold on a second. Okay, y'all. Lady J, she's not talking. I'm sorry. I was texting somebody. I'm sorry, y'all. I was just trying to get the information out to the proper parties. Hold on. Ugh. Go ahead, Dom. Dom, where are you? I thought you was coming back. All right, here's the link, y'all. Come on back. Hold on, somebody send me a video. Hold on. Y'all be sending me a whole bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second.
Babe, I hate to keep coming in and out of Taylor Live, y'all, but it's too much tea being spilled over there. And this is crazy. So I want y'all to go on Woody's comments and just apologize. Apologize to Woody because y'all kept blaming Woody for them taps. Y'all kept saying Woody the reason that the tap got put on Lil D phone. I wondered why.
I'm sorry, y'all. Here's the link, y'all, if y'all want to come up and talk about it. My apologies. Is it me? Is it my audio keep going? You said audio keep going out. Is it me? There we go. Peaceful, it says your device is not connecting. It's saying your device is not connected. It's saying your device is not connected. Let me boot you out and come back in. You might have to redo your device. All right. Where you guys at? You know Monday's gonna be crazy, right? Yeah, you know Monday's gonna be off the chain Monday. Monday is going to be off the chain in that courtroom. Monday is going to be off the chain. Taylor, is it Taylor? Taylor, is this Taylor? It's going to be crazy on Monday. You'll be there at 7. You ain't got to be there at 7. You ain't got to be there at 7. Yeah, that's going to be too much pressure on that young man being sickly like that. Can you explain what I'm talking about? Okay, Judah, they just arrested Quindarius, I don't know how to say his first name. Quindarius Zachary. He is Little D from Mechanicsville. Remember the one they were talking about when they just arrested him. They arrested him because I guess they claim since he has a subpoena he wasn't at court, so arrested him for that to appear in court. My line is still breaking up. Am I still breaking up for you guys? Am I breaking up? Am I breaking up? No, I'm not breaking up. Um, uh, Judah, it must be your stuff because everybody's saying no. Judah is your stuff. Okay, it's your stuff. See, it's Judah stuff. Everybody say I'm good. It's you. It's your stuff, Judah. You're messing up. It is just you. It's just the two people that it happened to. Two people that it happened to. You and somebody else. So it's y'all. Judah, just admit it. You got a crappy sound. And yes, I forgot Gaither is married to the other Zachary's mom's sister, right? Right? Right, CMT? Right? That's the way it is. That's the family history, right? Yes, Danny. Yes. Garlington, yes. Garlington's mother's sister. So that makes her the aunt. Yeah, the aunt of Garlington. So she knew all the stuff that was going on. And the dad said, so she's YSL Gaither then. This is crazy. Why was he arrested? He was arrested because they claimed that he didn't show up for court, I guess. I don't know. I'm just speculating right now. So can you explain the link of Gaither to and Garlington? Okay, they said the dad was on Taylor's Instagram, not Instagram, on Taylor's TikTok. And Tori is the sister to Quindarius Zachary, right? Gaither is the other Zachary's Zachary Garlington, I'm saying Garlington, Lil D, the other Lil D, I'm sorry, the other Lil D aunt, because his aunt, biological aunt, is married to Gaither. His biological aunt is married to Gaither. Yes, exactly. There we go. Yeah, there we go. CMT was there. CMT says Zachary's sister and dad was on TikTok and exposed some stuff, and state didn't want us knowing technically. Oh, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Somebody just texted me. Some important people texting me. Hold on again. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm texting some folks. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, y'all know I'm always busy, right? Working. I'm live on both channels, y'all. How I know? His sister and his dad was on TikTok. Taylor let me up and I spoke to the dad. He was immersed. See, CMT was on there. She saw it. What did they expose? They exposed that Gaither was married to Zachary's aunt. There was, I mean, this stuff is crazy. You was on there too, Gwen? Okay. Gwen was on there. She saw it. Lil D from Mechanicsville. That Lil D. You was there too? Oh, y'all was in there. Y'all was in the bushes? Yes, Tyler. Yeah, she knew it was in the hospital. Then she made it seem like she couldn't find him. It was so weird. Lil D is Zachary. Demonican Garlington. Garlington was on. There he is. There he goes. Right there. There it is. Go ahead. There it is. Ayana's telling you. Detective Gaither. She's married to Detective Gaither. And remember, I don't know how to say that. Demonkin Garlington is one that's on the RICO. He's part of the YSL RICO thing. So it's crazy, y'all. Why they arrested him? Because I guess he did. They claimed that he didn't show up when he was supposed to show up in court. You know how they do that arrest if you don't show up. They put out a warrant for him to secure for him and make sure he got there. Why it ain't on no report? Because it just happened. I don't think anybody know it. Let me text some of my news people. Hold on. Let me text some of my news people and let them know what happened. Hold on. I'll text my news people. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me text my news people. Let me text them right now. Mm, hold on. Let me contact Brittany. Okay, I just contact the news people. Um, okay, I just contact all the news people that I know that's covering the YSL case. So they wanted him so bad. Zachary didn't have a plea deal. No, he didn't have a plea deal, and in fact, he's not even part of the YSL. He's a um, he's unindicted co-conspirator. He's unindicted co-conspirator. Can I play it back? Okay, all right. Everybody that's coming in right now, Lil D, also known as I don't know how to say his first name, but Zachary is the last name. He was arrested after he got out the hospital tonight at around 6 o'clock. His father and his sister was on the young lady Taylor's TikTok, and I got on there, and well, someone Annabelle sent me the link, and I got on there, and I spoke with the father. The father said that they arrested him. In fact, he said that Love and the state knew where Zachary was. He's been in the hospital for the past 3 weeks, in and out of the hospital. And also, he gave us some bombshell. One of the bombshell he gave was that the other D, Lil D, aunt is married to Detective Gaither. Bombshell. And you already know the other Lil D, which is Garlington. He is part of the RICO. He's the severed second part of the RICO group. Yeah, yeah. Condarius, yeah. Demalkin, or whatever. I don't know how to say these people's first name. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, but I don't know. I don't know how to say their first name. But so now he's at Rice Street. They arrested him. He's at Rice Street. The reason why they arrested him, they must have got a bench warrant from the judge to arrest him because to make sure he shows up in court next week. Monday is going to be, I knew it was going to happen because you guys remember what they were talking about today? Should we play what they talked about today? Demankins. Thank you. That's a bombshell. Us, the defense. Wait a minute. What? They arrested him to make him come to court. Yes, 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 yes. They arrested him to make him come to court. They had this judge had to sign the warrant. And y'all, I'm telling you, it was kind of, remember how I told you how they were smiling? Remember? Come on now. Come on. Go back and look at my live when I was telling you how because remember, and I said it was kind of weird how the state was smiling and they would act like it was such a big deal. Remember, I told you they were going like a big deal in there, and I'm like, okay, it's not a big deal because of the juror. Do you remember when I was talking in the chat? Yeah, remember, there it is. I said the investigator was smiling and something didn't match. And remember I said that it didn't match. That's what they were doing. And I told you, Love was doing all that talking. Love was the one that was doing a lot of talking, I told y'all. And I said something was up. Thank you, Shabazz. Shabazz remember. Shabazz remember I said something was up. Something didn't seem right. And Love was doing all that talking. It was strange. I just came live, Tressie. I just came live. I was on Nick's live, and then I had gotten a call, and Nick and them left me. So, and I was listening to what was going on. Yeah, they were going, and they were smiling. I told you they were smiling, and she was the one that made the phone call. Oh my God! The dad said the lady that made the phone call and investigate the state's office talked to them. She was talking back and forth to them. So they must have knew he was coming out the hospital, and they grabbed him right after he got out the hospital. And I told you, remember in our back room, I said they was parking, they had their surveillance cars going back and forth to their houses. I told y'all. Told y'all. See, that's why y'all need to get a membership so you can hear what's going on. Because I've been telling them in the back room what's going on. All right. What? Nobody's coming up. Come on, y'all. Y'all scared to come up here today? You guys scared to come on up? Come on. Come on, Cletus. Come on. Come on up. Come on up. Come on. Where's my where's AJ and Nick? Where are you guys at? Where my AJ and Nick and people like that? What's Zachary's sister TikTok? Her name is Tori. Her name is Tori. Who's Lil D? Lil D is the one they've been talking about that told Woody this, told Woody that. Remember? Can we get the dad over here? I don't know. But I talked to him. Lil D needs an attorney, and hold on, hold on. I got a call coming in. Hold on, yeah, hold on. Somebody might be able to help us with that. Hold on. Hey, Ash.
Hey, how are
How are
you?
you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Am I echoing at all? I'm sorry.
No, you're not echoing. I hear you good.
Okay. Okay, perfect, perfect. I literally am sitting here with my mouth like
Mm,
wide open.
nice.
So, do you think that it was Judge Whitaker, or could it have been any judge that signed for this warrant to
It
pick
could
him up?
it could be they could have went and got it from Judge Glanville.
Wow. And do you think that they will be able to bring up
But you
his
know what?
connection?
Hold on, Shay. Hold on. Remember, Love wasn't there today. But she could have went up there and got it from Glanville.
You are correct. She was not there. She was not there today. Wow. They are really playing dirty. I mean, they are truly playing dirty. And you can tell she's already trying to get Monk Tunk back in jail for the rest of those years. You can tell. The minute she allowed that perjury to slide out of her mouth, I said, oh, and there it is. She gonna go after him.
Alleged. Let me put my disclosure up here. Hold on, because you know they'll be
Oh yeah,
trying
allegedly.
allegedly. Hold on, y'all. Let me put my disclosure. Hold on. Because these people are, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
We don't.
they're ruthless.
Okay,
Yeah.
disclaimer. I, infamous Sylvia, and part of the new media, a trial vlogger who reports facts with an entertainment undertone. Okay, so guys, all of this is serious, but we do have an entertainment undertone. This is entertainment. Okay, thank you. Go
And
ahead.
everything I say is only my opinion, only my opinion,
We gotta
only.
say this kind of stuff because they might use something. See, now you gotta play the whole video. Don't just be cutting
Yes,
right and pick out what you want to pick out. No, y'all read the whole thing, okay?
the entire thing. It's just this entire trial has been crazy from start to finish at this point. I mean, I have
But
never.
Boss Man Peanut said Whitaker signed the warrant. You sure? Have you seen it signed?
Is it already posted? Is the
No,
warrant
I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Go ahead.
okay? I mean, it's just been really crazy the miscarriage of justice that has been going on in this entire situation. And I 100% believe that, the judge has her own reasons as to why things are still continuing the way that they are, because I mean it's appeal after appeal opportunities that are now like popping up. It seems like every day almost.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's almost as if Steele is able to just keep a list of, okay, so today, this is what would have caused a mistrial. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy to be able to see. And you would have thought that the judge would have got a little hint when she rolled her ankle the other day. But I see.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I
Mm-mm.
thought she was going to be nice after that, but nope. She didn't. Nope. And I just cannot believe. And so, just, Miss Sylvia, is it that the I guess prosecution is able to just do more than the defense, like all of these, like constantly recalling witnesses, constantly going over the wrong things over and over? Is that just allowed in every court? Because it's like Miss Love is just bringing up stuff like it's almost as if she's gonna beat like a guilty verdict into the juror's head for some reason. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost positive that they are probably tuned out by now. I mean, because it's ridiculous
I
to
know I would be.
continuously.
I know I would be.
And then it's hard to even remember, things from so many months ago. So it's just like, is this really this is not an effective court. I mean, because it's wrong what they're doing
Yep.
and how they're doing it.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And they're just trying to censor, the new media because they're being honest and they're really showing the miscarriage of justice that's happening in front of our own eyes.
Mm-hmm. Who said not muted? What did somebody got muted? I'm confused. This is crazy. Thank you guys. Oh, they did 10 membership. Thank you for the 10 membership. That is so sweet of you. Thank you, Nashville Diva, for the 10 membership. Y'all, this is getting crazy and crazy. Yeah, this is getting crazy and crazy. Yeah, what do you think? Ash, what do you think gonna happen Monday? Oh my God. Ashley. Ash, are you there? Hello? 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 What's going on with Ashley? Can y'all hear me? Did she disappear?
Hello? Are you able
What
to hear
happened?
me?
Yeah, I hear you now. What happened? You got a call?
I did. Someone was so I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize that happened.
Yeah, if your phone blacks out, if somebody calls you, you're gonna be disappeared from us.
Okay, got it. Got it. All right. But I think come Monday, it is going to be a S show. I don't want to curse on your platform. So it is going to be a true craziness. Well, I say that, but the way that Love has constantly been objecting and then the judge allowing it, it is so it's going to be crazy. It is going to, and I just cannot understand how they could think that someone that they arrested to force them basically to show up to court is going to be like going to answer any questions in any other way other than I don't recall.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, and so that is clearly who they were talking about last week, that they said that the person that was trying to not show up for court. Because remember last week when the judge was asking about the witness, and then Love said under her breath, yeah, someone who's not trying to come to court or whatever she said.
But he was in the hospital for real.
And
But
so what was he?
they act like he was trying to hide from them, but he said he was right there. You know, they know where he's at.
Wow. That's crazy. And you know what? And I also believe, do you remember last year when this whole thing happened with Lucci, getting poked or whatever? Remember that TMZ like released this article saying he was snitching or whatever. But then today we heard that he's not even like he's not going to be giving any sort of commentary at all,
Mm-hmm.
and has absolutely nothing to say in regards to what happened to him. And so it's just like they have been playing with the public, it seems like ever since they arrested these guys.
Yeah.
It's like there's so many things that is so wrong with it. And then the fact that, Young Thug does not even know Lil Rod. Like what?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what his dad said. His
Like
own dad said it.
he doesn't even know him. So how, like
Nope.
what?
Yep.
How is he going to instruct a person to do anything at all that he does not know? Like there is so many things that is wrong, that is just wrong, and it's crazy. Like the best thing that ever could have happened is for the public to actually start to pay attention to what is going on in these courtrooms. And it's people like you that want to, put the information out there the way that it is. And it's sad how they try to stop that.
Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, it's just crazy to not know a person and your life is basically on the line for a person you don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
And then to want to bring in what Little Rod is charged for, that he's already been, found guilty of or whatever, to even like
But it's an
what
appeal.
was the point?
It's an appeal, and his appeal got approved. So I don't understand why they even brought this up. Why they even including that? You know?
Yep, any part of it, any part of it. And then here here it is that we're finding out all these different things about how the prosecution is able to, bend things, like the one person that they forced, you know, to take a plea, and then it was overturned, and then they didn't even want to let that part even come in, is that it was overturned. He was forced to make that plea.
Mm-hmm.
And they are literally just grasping at straws, and it's crazy. If I lived in Fulton County, I would be livid that my tax dollars are going to this foolishness.
Mm-mm-mm.
And it's just, I mean, it is just, and what is wrong with little D? Why is he even in the hospital in the first place? Do you know?
He has supposedly allegedly sickle cell.
Oh no. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's just horrible. And I know that other people are talking to, saying about Courtney Kramer and all that good stuff. I hope that she does as she says, because I just don't see the people of Fulton County even putting the current DA even back in her seat. She needs to be out.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate it because I was a huge fan of her before this. And it's just crazy to see our own taking out our our own in the court system. It's one thing when you're doing street stuff, but then when you up in the courtroom like that, like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
do we catch a break anywhere?
Nope. Nope.
Nowhere. I
All right,
mean, it's
I'll play this
crazy.
from Melanie. Hold on a second. I'll play this.
But I hate to keep coming in and out of Taylor Live, y'all, but it's too much tea being spilled over there. And this is crazy. So I want y'all to go on Woody's comments and just apologize. Apologize to Woody because y'all kept blaming Woody for them taps. Y'all kept saying Woody the reason that the tap got put on Lil D phone. I wondered why Lil D phone had so many hours of conversation to go through. Y'all know why? Baby, Lil D daddy said that Detective Gaither was married to Lil D auntie and he lived with them. And the call was coming from inside the house the whole time.
What?
Gaither, Detective Gaither,
What?
he said she need to be an unindicted co-conspirator. And I'm gonna have to agree because this is why
Oh,
there are no reports. This is why there was no real investigation going. Child, she listened to stuff that's probably going on with her nephew through her wife. People talking at his finest. I'm speechless.
wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't even know what to say. But how on earth is this okay? This lady was getting clearly information from her nephew. Use the information because her wife was probably getting it to her. I don't know how true this is, y'all. This is alleged. This is from Lil D's father. But I'm going to say this. It does make a lot of sense why you don't see police reports. You don't see a lot from Detective Gaither because she really wasn't doing an investigation, and she wasn't doing it because she's going based off what she hearing and seeing and thinking her nephew doing.
And
Child,
that's why Shark kept asking for the reports.
is
That's why he
Detective
kept
Gaither's
asking.
nephew. Baby, he said they used to live together. Y'all can't make this up. This is crazy.
Y'all heard that.
Wow.
Oh,
That is why Shark kept asking for the reports. Where are your reports? And none. Wow. It's because it's been her wife, it's been her family. This is wow. Wow. And you already know the defense already probably knew all of this. We're just finding it out. But that's why they've been asking and wow. Wow. See?
hey Dom.
Hey Dom.
Okay, he got this Obama phone on now.
You're muted, Dom. Just like mm, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Janet is done already. I did it already. Hey
Yo,
Dom,
what's good? What's good? My bad.
Hey Dom.
did you just hear
I ran
that?
into the store. My fault.
Did
What's
you
up,
just hear
y'all?
what I just played?
No, I didn't. I didn't. What
Okay,
happened?
I'm gonna play it right again. It's not that long. Let me
Play
play
it
Okay,
it.
what
again.
is it? But tell hold on. Tell me what it is first, so
No,
I
just
know.
listen to it first. Just listen to it
But I'm
first.
not gonna know what I'm listening to.
Just yes, you are. You gonna
You
know.
will.
Okay,
You will.
okay, okay.
I hate to keep coming in and out of Taylor Live, y'all, but it's too much tea being spilled over there. And this is crazy. So I want y'all to go on Woody's comments and just apologize. Apologize to Woody because y'all kept blaming Woody for them taps. Y'all kept saying Woody the reason that the tap got put on Lil D phone. I wondered why Lil D phone had so many hours of conversation to go through. Y'all know why? Baby, Lil D daddy said that Detective Gaither was married to Lil D auntie and he lived with them. And the call was coming from inside the house the whole time. Baby, Lil D daddy said that Miss Gaither, Detective Gaither, might as well be called YSL Gaither at this point. He said she needs to be an unindicted co-conspirator, and I'm gonna have to agree because this is why there are no reports. This is why there was no real investigation going. Child, she listened to stuff that's probably going on with her nephew through her wife. Pillow talking at his finest. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. But how on earth is this okay? This lady was getting clearly information from her nephew, using information because her wife was probably getting it to her. I don't know how true this is, y'all. This is alleged. This is from Lil D's father. But I'm going to say this. It does make a lot of sense why you don't see police reports. You don't see a lot from Detective Gaither because she really wasn't doing an investigation, and she wasn't doing it because she's going based off what she's hearing and seeing and thinking her nephew doing. Child, Demikion Garlington is Detective Gaither's nephew. Baby, he said they used to live together. Y'all can't make this up. This is crazy.
You hear it now, Dom? Tom.
Yeah, yeah. I heard it, but I'm still lost. I don't know what I'm listening to.
So so
Dom. You
he
Like I heard what I'm saying is that I don't understand how they were able to tap his phone, and then whose nephew is Gaither's. I'm confused.
Gaither's married to Garlington. You remember the other little D?
Right? From wait, hold on. The little D from Mechanicsville or the other one?
The Cleveland little
Cleveland.
D.
Okay. Okay, so
Mechanicsville
she's
is the one right now is the one that they just arrested
that they
today.
just arrested. Okay, okay, okay.
Other
I caught
little
up.
D, the other little D is Garlington, the one that's on the YSL second half.
Right, right. So continue. You said Gaither is married to
His aunt.
Garlington's.
Aunt.
aunt.
She's a lesbian?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh shit. I
What
didn't
you
even know.
mean?
Wow. I didn't my fault. Okay. So
What
she's
you
married to
mean?
his aunt. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, so she's married to his aunt, and so that's why he's not really being. So he's not. He's gonna get out of the way, basically. Like she's gonna look out for him, basically, is what you're saying.
No, he's already indicted. That's one of the
Yeah.
indicted
Well, yeah,
people.
that's what I'm saying. But what I'm explaining to you. Okay, I guess what I'm trying to say is this: at a point in time when it's starting to get down to the real meat and potatoes of the situation, that's when stuff is going to start to come out because we're getting to real specifics. It's narrowing down to the real everything, right? To the situation. It's not just, oh, they're charged with this. It's like, no, now it's really getting into case law and how they properly serve search warrants and things of that nature. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, um, are they trying to give him some sort of deal, or is he talking to make less time on himself, or what is going on with that's what I'm saying. Why is she so important to him at this point in time, if that's a good way to ask?
Because she's one of the main detectives that
Right.
supposedly got all this information from the gang unit, had all
Okay, so
basically.
basically what you're implying is that this dude has been talking to his own aunt giving her information. And that's how she claims to know all of this because she's a gang expert.
No, they
That's what you're
saying
saying.
she wiretapped their phone. That's what they saying.
But why would she do that to her own nephew? I'm not understanding. But
I don't
okay.
know. I don't know why people
That's
do what
weird.
they do.
It is weird.
That's weird.
But you
But
remember they married into the family. She's married into the family. That doesn't
oh,
mean
right.
Right.
So it's like a step nephew. I mean, essentially, it wouldn't be like blood nephew. I get what you're saying.
Thank you, CT.
I'm not reading
No,
the chat.
not you, Dom. I'm talking Mechanicville. Lil D is the one that's arrested that was at the hospital. That's why I could, but somebody's mixing it up.
Which is Zachary. Zachary, right?
Zachary is the one.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I watched a lot of it today. It's just it's wild because what I'm thinking is it's really getting down to I'm telling you, like, it's getting down to the real specifics, just like the 191 overt acts. Miss Love really thinks that she could just go in there and not put each and every one. You see what I'm saying? You can't. One dude, I don't know if you'll allow me to say his channel, but he served 26 years for Rico, and he has a YouTube channel. He broke it down to the T. You see what I'm saying? And he basically was saying that 191 has to put into each.
You're breaking it, hon. You're breaking up.
Driving through.
Oh.
Yeah, we can't hear you. It's breaking up.
Can y'all hear me now?
You sound like a robot.
Yeah, it's like a robot sound.
Change your Obama phone. Where did he go?
Like, I'm not. Dom, are you still on?
He's probably in a bad area.
Yeah, all of this is this is crazy. And I just couldn't understand, how is it possible that somebody can have all of this going on and have no hard reports? Well, now that answers that question. And I really truly believe that they were really banking on having Glanville this entire time.
Yeah. Hey, Black Law. You missed the whole thing. Black Law has been a hot mess. A hot mess.
Yes.
A hot mess.
And you know what?
Go ahead.
Miss Sylvia, I really feel like that they were really banking on having Glanville, I feel like, as a judge for the entire trial. And so I truly believe that when they got him recused, it threw a wrench in their plan, in the prosecution's plan. I don't think they ever thought that could happen.
I'm here.
Okay, you back, Dom. Okay. Yeah,
Can y'all
we
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. What were you saying?
Okay, so what I was saying, okay. So what I'm saying, first of all, the people in the chat saying, oh, he needs to catch up. For one, when I first came on, I said, hey, can y'all explain to me what's going on? Can you catch me up? So, and they said, oh, just listen to this. So that's the first part. Second part, I'm not about to just hop off here. She dropped the StreamYard. However long she's been on here, y'all ain't coming up here. So all y'all that have stuff to say, but y'all scared to come on the panel.
Yeah,
So that's that.
I would just ignore them, Dom. Just ignore
I
them.
got you. I got you. I just wanted to say that.
Just tell me what you were saying about that guy who
I got you.
Go ahead.
So when I was saying this, I'll just say this. His name is Audio Mech. The dude served 26 years in prison in New York for a RICO. And it was drug conspiracy and this, that, and the third. He broke it down in I think it was 25 minutes. Right. And he basically said he broke it down on every piece. Why he said Thug he's going to be found not guilty, and why this is not a RICO. And he basically was saying that Miss Love thinks that she can just okay, so basically what they were trying to do was, from yesterday, they're trying to add in stuff that happened in the jail, for example, right? Like if they carried a shank or Let's just use that. They carry a shank, stab somebody. Miss Love is trying to use that to get a guilty verdict on that, but they're not
Mm-hmm.
indicted on that. You see, does that make sense? So you can't find someone guilty on something that they haven't been indicted for.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
And
Yes,
so
that
and
does.
so she listed they have 191 overt acts. And so what Ms. Love is also trying to do is say, hey, this one, let's say
Okay, we lost him again, y'all. We lost him again.
all of the defendants, all 19 of them are guilty of that charge. And that's illegal. You can't do that. That's a mistrial. That's it's going to be appealed. All of that. You see what I'm saying? And so basically, like I said, he broke it down to that. So she's trying to include that. And so with the 191 overt acts, she has to go and list each act. And she didn't do that. So that just goes to show they have not prepared for this. They're not prepared. And they've never, to me, there's no way you could tell me Miss Love has ever charged a RICO. Ever. Like prosecuted a RICO. Because she doesn't know. They don't know what they're doing. And it's very obvious.
And yeah, see, and Love used to be a judge herself, so it's crazy that she doesn't know what she doing. Oh, I think he may have gone out again.
Now I'm listening to you.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I agree with I see what you're saying 100%, and I totally agree. She does not know what she's doing. And in all honesty, if she would leave Miss Hilton alone, she might actually be able to do her job better, because the way she treats everyone else around her is disgusting. Like, even with the little white guy, she snatched his computer, snatched the little cover off, threw that down, and just grabbed the computer and pointed it towards her. Like, the way that she treats them is disgusting. And so
I agree.
the fact that she doesn't know how to do her job, I totally agree. I totally
and it's
agree.
and it's being exposed. Whenever you're not prepared, it gets exposed. And I'm just glad that the judge is starting to call her out on it. You see what I'm saying? Because they need to be held accountable. You can't just think you could get away and throw little things in here. And see, to me, I'm gonna just be honest. People are saying, "Oh, this judge is this and that." No, she's 10 times better than Glanville. I promise you, because Glanville I believe Glanville would have allowed her to get away with this little slick stuff. He would have. And Judge Whitaker, she don't seem like she's allowing that because she knows that's illegal. It's so that's grounds for a mistrial, appeal, all of that. So yeah, it's really crazy. But it's really starting to get. And thank you for putting it in the chat. Someone had put it down. His name is Unique Mecca Audio. Unique Mecca Audio, and he listed the actual case law and everything. And he said you can look up his own case law as well for his, because he like I said, he served 26 years. Uh, so I mean, he just broke it down to a T, guys. I mean, I think you guys should check that out if you get a chance, because I was like, wow, that's and like you said, like you were just saying, I think Miss Love is very her whole demeanor around her team, like you said, even around Hilton and them, is just, I don't know. She
Mhm.
seems like she's in over her head. Like, I think she's like, oh, I want to do this and I want to win and all this, and they just put all of this together, and now it's so big. The case is so big and so many moving parts to it. This case has so many moving parts, and this little thing is doing this investigation illegally. Then you got a corrupt detective over here, and then you got this over here. Like, it's so much going on in this case. It's not just two defendants. Oh, this was on video. Boom. Like, this is so complex, and that's
Yeah.
why. I mean, I personally don't think they really have evidence like that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe moving, but it's crazy to me.
I agree. And I think that if Love, if this was a situation where it was maybe even two or three defendants, then she may have very well, been able to win the case. But the mere fact that they have charged all these people with all these different things all at the same time is crazy, and it's these little things that are happening that is breaking up this whole master plan that the Fulton DAs have. It's these small things that are happening that to us may seem like nuances, but in the end may in fact be what grants either a mistrial, what may grant a not guilty, you know what I mean? Because I'm telling
Yep.
you, they were not planning on having a different judge. They just knew Glanville was going to be the one. And that really messed up. And I'm still on the fence with Whitaker, just to be, honest with you. Because sometimes I think she's good, and then she do something a little off. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I agree. But my thing is this though, right? Like, as a judge, it's not always gonna be. That's like a referee. I played basketball my whole life. You're not gonna agree with every call. You know what I'm saying? You be like, dang, ref, that's a foul. You're like, nah, but I'll get you the next one. You see what I'm saying? And so that's kind of how it is in a courtroom. And yes, some people have different styles. Some people were raised different, grew up in different areas, may have a different accent. Some people saying she says y'all weird. I'm like, she's country. Like, Ms. Love say y'all just like that too. And I'd be clowning in the chat when what's his name was up there, Sledge,
Yeah.
Monktoon.
Yes,
I was always like, he always say Ms. Love. So I spell it like that. So, the way he says, so everybody has their own way of interpreting things. But I think so far, I honestly think she's a fair judge. And she doesn't let little stuff slide. I mean, even as far as down to, you can't eat in my courtroom. She told the defendants, y'all have too much outfits. I mean, she really runs the courtroom, I think, in her way. I think she does let Miss Love get away with a little too much as far as like the combativeness and argument, because now Miss Love seems to be a little comfortable. And early on, she would be not saying nothing to really, like she was with Glanville. But then she kind of worked her way in, just my opinion. And now she feels a little comfortable, and now she's kind of more combative, right? But I also think that she's a woman too. So and so is the judge. So it's going to be a different dynamic versus her talking to a guy or a guy talking to a guy. You see what I'm saying? So I think she's a good judge though. Like, she's pretty fair so far.
Okay,
Just my opinion.
look at this. Look at this. What the thing right here? This is his arrest. They got him. They got him as. Hold on a second. Let me go back.
Wow.
Let me open this up. This is the Fulton County thing. Let me make it bigger for y'all.
Courtney Parker. I mean, I sort of agree with that, but at the same time, think about it. It has to be something so significant to grant a mistrial. It can't just be something like, oh, Ms. Love didn't put this in the documentation. It has to be something because of the nature of the charges. You see what I'm saying? All or overt acts that they're accusing all of these people of. They can't just grant a mistrial off of, it has to be something very significant for, I think, the judge to make that call, make that ruling.
Okay,
Just my take.
Can I ask you a question? How is he Little D when he's 6 feet, 220 pounds?
At 6 feet too, that's big.
Right.
He heavy.
He a big
He
boy.
heavy.
He bigger
He
than
heavy set.
Woody. So how's he
He
Little
heavy
D?
Wow.
That's
Listen,
crazy.
order of arrest for material witness. You see that?
Let me see. Hold on. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
So okay, order for arrest of material witness. So that's why, basically, because they can't find him, or he's refusing to testify, basically. And he better be careful, because if he goes in there, or he, is like not cooperative, as far as he's just like, nope. I mean, they could put him in jail. I don't know, until
Yep.
the end of the trial or whatever. Like, kind of
Yep.
how.
He's in jail right now.
Well, yeah. But what I'm saying is when they bring him to court, if he's refusing to testify, literally,
He's pleading.
or I plead the fifth. I mean, they probably gonna say,
He can
yeah.
plead the fifth.
No, he can. He can legally do that. I'm just saying that's probably going to send him to jail. He's in no different position.
He's not immunity. He doesn't have immunity, so he could.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought he did have immunity.
Nope, he has not. He is not. He hasn't been even charged or anything. He don't have nothing. He did all his according to his dad. He fulfilled all of his jail terms and all that stuff already.
Oh, okay. So, well, then I mean, I guess the only thing they could do is just hold him till the trial.
My thing is, how's he little D when he's 6 feet?
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Oh no, he's what's the name? Is his son? He's the son of maybe it's the other little D. I don't know. This little D not little.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. When he was just growing up, they just called him that.
He was already an adult.
Damn, that's great. Oh, so he just grew up he just came out the womb as an adult, Sylvia?
No. Lil D, are you talking about from his parents calling him?
Yeah, like as a child, his neighborhood probably.
They decided to give him the Lil D name.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but what information can he, like? I'm trying to think his angle of things. What could he bring to testimony?
But he was the one who supposedly told the story to Woody. Remember?
Regarding
the crime of this and that. Remember?
Oh, okay. I got you.
Where y'all been? Y'all been?
Well, no. This is the thing, Sylvia. If court is going for 8 hours, usually I'm able to watch the majority of it. Sometimes I watch 2-3 hours, and then I can't for a couple hours, and I kind of go back. And so sometimes I miss little critical details like that. You see what I'm saying? So I usually, I'll catch up on your lives, or I also watch another channel who, who he is. He kind of wraps it up in 30-40 minutes sometimes. So it's just the bigger things that happens. It's not specific.
They need him for the wiretap. They need him for the wiretap from the other little D.
Got you. Okay. Got you. So they're using him to connect the dots, basically.
Okay, thank you.
That makes sense. Thank you for that. See that you guys are. That's super helpful, because I would not know that.
I wouldn't have known it either. Thank you.
That's crazy, man. It's just this whole case is just, it's wild. Honestly.
I'm so confused with which Lil D this and Lil D that. Look, green egg and ham. I'm confused now, because I thought this one was the Mechanicville. They said no, this is not a Mechanicville, and I'm lost. There's too much for my brain right now.
There is just a lot.
Be nice. You are here to explain. Do you mean, Sylvia? To be nice, you are here to re-explain. You do mean, huh? I'm confused.
He was pleading. Okay, CMT.
Do you understand what you just said to me? I'm confused.
Huh?
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm not reading. I'm gonna check in a second. I'm catching up. He has right to. Yeah, he does.
You said I'm not confused.
You ain't seen Gaither? Yeah, I have. No, I haven't seen Gaither. No.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's not.
He's Cleveland Avenue. Okay, he's Cleveland Avenue. Zachary's Cleveland Avenue. Okay. Cleveland Avenue. Okay, everybody's saying Cleveland Avenue. Okay.
Cleveland. Yeah, because I remember Woody saying that, like you said, like someone in the chat said, he birthed Lil D from Mechanicsville.
Yeah, that's the one I thought he was.
Right. That's what I was thinking too. That's what I was thinking.
So okay, I got the wrong Lil
So
D.
so can they really hold him? Yeah. I mean, if they wanted to. I mean, it's really up to the judge.
They arrested him, so I
I
mean,
mean, yeah. That's he's basically in the same situation as Woody was, minus the immunity part. Just the part of, if you don't testify or, give your part, a witness or whatever, we could hold you till the trial's, up. And I
okay,
mean,
okay,
so
now I got it. Okay, they said the other little Woody is the one that's the one that, but then that's really messed up. So then why are they getting this
well,
one? This one ain't got nothing to do with it. So why are they? That doesn't make sense, y'all. I'm
yeah,
confused.
I don't get it. Yeah, I don't.
If the other little Woody, which is Gaither's nephew, is the one that told Woody all of this, so why are they going after this Zachary? Why are they after him? Now I'm really confused. Really.
Boss man Peanut, exactly. Exactly. He said, Miss Love makes the easiest things very complicated to try to outthink and outtalk everybody, but it's going against her. She thought she was gonna pull some slick stuff when Steele was not even, he was just asking something basic. And then she took it off on a whole tangent, spun it around, and then got caught by the judge.
Arlington is Ashley. Arnold was our Ashley Merchant client. Y'all got me mixed up for real now. You gotta turn your thing down, Danielle. Danielle, your thing's too loud in the background.
I'm sorry.
I thought Arnold was I'm confused. I'm done. I'm done trying to figure these little D's and big D's and small D's and all that. I'm confused.
The wiretaps, though, wasn't the wiretaps illegal? Like, she hasn't provided like any type of. I thought the wiretap taps were illegal.
The
Have
judge
they
did
showed
ask
like
for the warrant,
I
but
mean, yeah.
I
I
don't think
just
they produced it.
Right. They didn't produce it. And then not only that, I mean, I want to see if it, like, what was their reasoning for this to just
right?
wiretap. That's what I want to know. Like, what?
Right. I believe that they asked for like the warrants and all of that, but they never like it seemed like every time in court, every time that they asked the state to provide something, Paige says, "Well, we're gonna circle back," and they never get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a
Yeah.
circle back, and they
Yep.
never get back to it. They go to something else. So they haven't provided a lot of stuff that they were supposed to provide.
Yep.
And I guess until they circle back to it, then she'll be like, "Well, I said 30 days ago to have this and well, can I have to lunch break?" And then by lunch break, that conversation is over. You know what I'm saying? And it never comes back
Yeah.
to the front.
It's crazy. They should give them so many
It's
opportunities.
crazy work. Now,
I
I
mean,
had my
Yeah.
so I believe yesterday or the day before, when they was talking about, I want to say it was Kendrick, Weinstein's guy.
hmm
Love says, and she said it under her breath. She says, "Well, this person drove up, this person got in a car, and blah 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 blah." She still is trying to prove Nuts murder just because they were 100 feet away. It doesn't mean that they did it. Like, I'm like, this lady is crazy. And she said it under the mic. Yeah, it was 100. It was 100 feet away. Okay, what does that mean? You cannot prove these guys. Where's the footage? You have footage of everything. Where is the actual footage? Who was the guy? You arrested 10 people for this murder.
The person who did it said he did it.
Do you
and
understand what I'm saying? The person that really did it, you know who, we all know who did it.
Yep.
No, who did it?
The other YSL member said who
Yeah, I
did it.
don't know who did
And
it.
he said he did it when he was in
Who
court
did
if you
it?
was
You
listening.
are you
Who?
asking me that really, Auntie?
Oh, yeah, I'm asking who did it.
Woody did it.
No, he didn't.
How
You
do we
think that?
know?
You believe that?
Auntie Sylvia.
No, they
I
went.
think Threat did it.
No, they went. Listen to this.
Wait.
They went and they had arrested him
You
originally
sound like Whitaker.
and another couple of other people, and they found that the evidence that they found did not match.
Okay,
They
so they
found
said
out they
Woody.
found out that his
They
phone,
said
that his
Woody
number that he
did it.
gave him wasn't with him. That's what they found out. The
They
phone number
said
that
Woody did it. Woody says
Woody didn't do it.
no.
He didn't do
I
it.
get what you're saying, but I'm
I
just
think
telling
I
you.
did it.
No, I think
Woody
Threat. I think Threat did it, but Woody knew about it. Type shit.
exact. Well,
Stuff.
that part too.
Excuse me, but yeah, that.
they
I
were
heard
together in
something
that
totally
car, Slim.
different, y'all. I heard something
That's what I'm
totally.
saying. They was together. Type, but I
Y'all,
think
I
Threat
heard
was the shooter.
no. I heard something totally different, y'all.
Well, what you hear?
Oh shit! I'm not gonna say what I heard.
I gotta cut
Yeah,
this
I
TV
don't
down.
think Woody was the shooter, but he was either there
Uh
either
uh.
there with him in the car or he just knows because Threat was his guy. That was his people, you know. So that's what I think. But I
I,
personally don't think
I
Threat.
think we can guess all we want, but
He didn't come
it
up with that
hasn't come into
story until
evidence.
he died. If you believe that,
What was that?
I said he didn't come up with that story until Threat dies. If you believe that,
Exactly.
Well,
that's
yeah,
crazy that you even believe that.
yeah,
Listen. I
but this is the
definitely don't
thing.
believe it.
But this
That's
is my
just
thing.
another Woody story.
Exactly my point. I personally really don't believe a lot of what he said anyway.
I
So,
definitely don't believe it. Believe it. And
so
he only said it because he know they can't go get him.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's just my thoughts. I'm
yeah.
not going based off what he said.
Murder. You can go get a person. There's no statute of limitation on murder.
No, I'm saying the person
Mm-mm.
that Woody said, but making us believe he's dead.
So,
Who? Oh, you talking about Threat?
Yes, right.
So what?
Yeah,
I mean, so where would he be? I mean,
he's dead. He's
that's
He's
what
dead.
I'm
dead. He
saying.
can't. They
E-
can't go get him like they just went and got that man from the
ex-
hospital.
exactly. That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's you know
Exactly.
that's why he would put it on us, dead homie. I mean,
But
anybody would do that.
also they had said something. It was like Moontook was on the stand and he said it was either him or it was somebody like Jeffrey was like, man, y'all need to get out of Atlanta because they're gonna think that y'all did it anyway. So and they basically now they're saying like he paid for them to get out of Atlanta to lay low. Just like Moontook told her.
That's still not illegal though. That
No,
don't prove anything.
it's not. I
Right.
love you, and I know
If
they're
I
gonna
had
think
the
you
money to
did
get my
this.
friends away from certain
I
situations,
would. Right.
we would
Exactly.
all be gone.
That's a
Ex-
fact. And
exactly. Like I'm
can we
like,
and
not do one at a time? It gets confusing for folks. Y'all talking over each
Yeah.
other.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
ma'am.
I
Yes,
think we
ma'am.
were.
Sorry.
I think me and Don were talking to each other. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
we was and it's not intentional. I mean
No, it's not.
that's just how I talk kind of loud and
It's
so but
not.
y'all go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
No, it's
Hey,
like what you
hey,
just.
you, Danielle, you still doing it? Y'all got to talk one at a time. 'Cause
Okay, I'm
I'm
done.
gonna
Go
have
ahead.
Sylvie out. I think y'all need to go one at a time.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
the chat is having a hard time catching up with you guys, and the sound gets distorted. One at a time. Go ahead, Daniel.
No, I was saying like just because he
Mhm.
gave these guys money to come to Miami, it
This is
doesn't
like,
mean come to get up out of there right now because y'all just did this. He's just thinking like they're gonna think you guys did this. So you guys need to get out of there. Like at the end of the day, they were friends. So and like Dom said, if I know something gonna happen to you and I got the means to get you out of there, that's not illegal. That's not illegal.
Okay, thank you, Nick.
No
Go
problem.
ahead.
No problem.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Nick.
I mean, if I wasn't there, so I can't say for sure who did it. But the one other theory that they had, kind of did sound believable, and that was that he owed somebody some money, or they took the plug off. And I'm not gonna say the other guy's name, but they said that he was the one who put the hit out on that. And some guys that was there from Summer Hill, if you remember, the guy that was washing the car said it was guys from Summer Hill there. There was a phone call made, and right after that they was moving funny, and he was the one who ended up getting hit. But he was the downfall of his brother causing too much trouble.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't think it was for nut. The
Hold on.
whole time
Hold on,
everybody
Nick.
was aiming
Hold
for
on.
Kel. Kel was causing too much
Hold
trouble.
on, Nick. Hold on. Danielle, mute yourself.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, but Kel was causing too much trouble, and sometimes it just happened like that, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or just being associated. Sometimes being associated, it don't matter if I can't get you, I'm gonna get somebody close to you. A win is a win in the eyes of some people. But that's all. Somebody else can talk.
My thing was this. This is just, you know, a lot of people saying, Birdman, bop, 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 whatever, right? Well, this is my thing. Nut was really in the streets, right? And so and he had smoke with multiple people. And then on top of that, allegedly, you stole Birdman's watch. That was 150,000. And that's streets type of stuff. I mean, yeah, Birdman's wealthy and all that, but like you said, who you associated with, and what I've said before, even the reason why Thug and Rich Homie fell out was because of people in their circles had smoke. And that's kind of the reason why, so again, it goes by a lot of the times like who you're around, so, but what I'm saying is that it could have been Birdman. Like there's multiple theories, he could have ordered it. It could have been
Not
just
to
some
cut you
street
off.
stuff. It could, yeah, go ahead.
So, sorry to cut you off, but not Birdman. Birdman
Uh.
got too much money
Hey,
to be
Nick,
worried about a watch.
Nick, don't do that. Let him
Huh?
finish and you go. We're not cutting each other off, guys. Come on.
All right.
Yeah, nah, that's just my personal take on that. Like I do feel like it was just multiple. There's multiple scenarios and reasons why. Uh, sorry, I'm thrown off. Yeah, I just feel like there's too many different other things that could have, because he was in the streets. I mean, other people could have wanted to kill this dude. That's all I'm trying to say. You know.
Okay, Dom.
Yeah, go ahead. I
Yeah.
forgot what I was even going to say. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to give you
Yeah.
time limits from now on because it seems like you keep running. Go ahead. Let's speak on first, and then you ask.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead. I can hear you.
Yeah. What I was gonna say. Oh, let me first start saying, how you doing, Sylvia? How your day going?
I'm good.
That's good. What I wanted to say is, I don't think it at this point, when it comes to this case of who killed who or who killed Donovan Thomas or all the situation, I think the most focus that it should be right now is Young Thug getting out of that situation and getting out of jail, because he been there for over 2 years, and I know the prosecution is trying really hard to pin this RICO on him. And I think at the end of the day, it's still about making sure Young Thug get free of these charges. You know, the DA been trying to piece this together, and they haven't did so well piecing it together. And there's a lot of loose ends and stuff that hasn't been resolved. And the thing that they they was trying to set it up pretty well with Glanville and the DA. Like Miss Love had a plan, and all that fell apart when Glanville got recused. And she didn't expect Whitaker to come out like this and lay the law like this and exclude a lot of evidence, and it just threw a monkey wrench in her whole entire plans. But they're trying real hard, you know, But at the end of the day, Young Thug shouldn't be in there, and you know what I'm saying. I just I think it's time for it's time for this case to close. Even the jury sees it. The jury sees it, and they know what's going on. And I just hope that once it get to the end of the trial and once they get to the closing statements, everybody make the right decision. That's all I want to say.
All right, thank you, Speak. Go ahead, Ash, and then we have Shawnee. Shawnee, right? Okay.
I'll wait, Miss Sylvia, till the new person can go ahead and give their feedback. I'll wait to be last.
Okay, Shawnee.
I first wanted to start with just a quick question. Um, in the surveillance footage where they have them supposedly getting in the car 6 minutes before the murder, are they alleging that that's supposed to be an infinity? Because I was looking at the surveillance and I didn't see an infinity at
Yeah,
the
they
gas
are.
station.
Or no, you're saying the Infinity they're saying the Infinity did the drive by.
Yes, and then there was surveillance at a gas station close by 6 minutes before the murder. Was the Infinity in that surveillance?
Yes.
Can I speak on that? Well,
Yes, it
Yes.
was.
one
Okay.
thing I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. What I wanted to say is the Xfinity expert that was on the witness stand, what was it, a day ago, kind of messed up that whole testimony because the Infinity expert is supposed to say that was the Infinity, and they said he could not verify if that was the Infinity on that camera. So
Yeah.
we don't
It
know if
was
it's Xfinity.
it was very grainy. So I mean, you can't. I mean, you could only go based off of the shape of the car and the color, really,
Right.
but
And
you can't tell.
the Xfinity expert is supposed to say, yes, this is the Xfinity that's on the drive-by shooting. But
But
he said in cross-examination he cannot verify if that's the Xfinity that was on the camera.
Okay, go ahead, Shawnee.
Okay, so I see in the comments people are saying that there was a Pontiac at the gas station, because to me in the surveillance of the drive-by shooting, it looked like a Pontiac to me. It doesn't look like an Infinity.
yeah, I
I
mean,
didn't know if anyone else wanted
Can
to
I
know what
talk?
you guys thought about that.
Can I say something real fast?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm done.
The Infinity was at the gas station. It pulls in front of the Pontiac when it was at the pump, and then in the drive by, the video was grainy, so he can't say 100% that it was an Infinity. But at the same
exactly.
time, a Nissan Maxima and an Infinity have the same body. Granted, it does kind of look like an Infinity. The Pontiac comes past first in the video, or a car that looks like a Pontiac. But what discredits it is the first witness, the guy the guy I was talking about earlier that washed his cars, said that it was a Bonneville that came past. But in the instance, you can have four people see the same thing in a situation, but by it being a traumatic situation, you're not gonna know what you last saw. Three people will see one car, and all I'm gonna say is a different color. It just happens like that sometimes because you panicking, you moving fast, and you just know the last car that you saw, when in actuality it was the car behind it. He couldn't 100% say that it was that car because the video was grainy, but it does look like Infinity, which also looks like a Maxima. If that would be my argument, but y'all go ahead.
Well, my argument with the whole thing with the car is at the gas station, it did have a sunroof and everything. And the video that when the person is shooting, you can't tell if it was a sunroof on top or the person shooting from the passenger seat outside the car, you know, and that picture's grainy. So again, with the Xfinity expert, what the cross
Hold on,
said,
bro. Not to cut you off, bro. But
Hold
he was
on, you
not.
are cutting him off.
But
You
he
cut.
wasn't an expert
Hold
though,
on, hold
Sylvia.
on.
He was
Wait,
not
but
an expert. He
I
was.
Don,
know I know
Don,
he's not an expert, but
please
that's what
don't do that. I'm sorry,
that's
y'all. Don, you can't cut in front of him. Let him finish, please. Go ahead.
That's misinformation, though.
Okay, let me finish what I'm saying. I know he's not an expert, but the DA brought him on the stand as an expert. They was trying to make him seem like he was an Xfinity expert, but I know he wasn't an expert.
Infinity, not Xfinity, bro.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Thank you for clarifying that. But the point in the matter is that you don't know if it was a Pontiac Bonneville. You don't know if it's a Nissan Altima. We don't know. The picture was too grainy. It was so pixelated you couldn't even see who was coming out the car. So the one of the witnesses that was there next to Dominic Thomas said it was a Pontiac Bonneville. Other people said it was a Nissan Altima. But what the DA is trying to do is match Jeffrey Williams, rented a car for Little Woody, and then that car was at the gas station, and this is the car that did the drive by. Again, we don't know. But in the beginning of when this situation happened, they did do a press conference. I think I remember telling Sylvia this, that there was a press conference, and they said they're looking for an Xfinity. Infinity, sorry. That's all I can say.
All right. Go ahead, Daniel.
Yeah, I just want to say a couple things really quickly for you that I want to say is that is when you're when you were there today, was there a different was there a different shift in the way everyone was acting or behaving?
I saw a shift yesterday evening, right after the jury left. Remember, I was telling everyone in the chat that they were acting weird. The state was acting weird. It was Love talking a lot. She was going up there to the judge, talking to the judge. They the investigator was smiling. She was laughing. It was kind of weird, and I mentioned it in the chat. If you guys could see yesterday's live.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I kind of figured that something like that probably was taking place because when things like this happen, usually you can tell ahead of time that something like this is getting ready to take place here. But and also just want to say I appreciate everything you're doing. You're doing an excellent job. Kudos off to you, and yeah, I appreciate you.
Thank you, Daniel. Go ahead, Dom.
I'm listening.
Or now you don't want to talk. Okay, Ash, it's yours.
Okay. I was just gonna say, in reference to the car situation, Adams did a great job when he came up to actually cancel out everything that the prosecution was trying to put in front of the judge, I guess, and the jury. So yeah, he kept trying to. I don't know if he was trying to save face by saying, "Yeah, on the video I can't," but Adams kept him in line with, "Okay, just answer what I'm asking you, because what I'm asking you is what everybody else can see." And I was just thinking that entire time, I hope that they did not spend, which I'm sure that they did, the taxpayers' money on getting that man, to fly him here. I'm still trying to understand the point of him even being there, because they rented the car that they're saying did this drive-by shooting or whatever. And so technically, would they should have brung what, the Hertz person or whatever, instead of that person from the Infinity or whatever. And so I was just gonna say that part about the car portion. So
I got a question. Now, my question is, when you rent a car, um, if it's from the airport, from a car rental place, don't most of those cars have GPS?
Most of them do.
Not all of them, especially not back then.
So are you saying those Infinities didn't have GPSs around those time in 2014?
Can I speak real fast?
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
If you remember when the Hertz car rental guy came up, and this was even a problem in my city. I live in Baltimore. At one point in time, you were able to just pay somebody or even sneak into the rental facility drive the car out, and a lot of people were just stealing the cars because the keys were left in them. The Hertz rental guy that was on the stand even said that when he was cross-examined, that a lot of cars went missing, a lot of cars were stolen. Not all of them have GPS. It costs a lot of money, and also when you get a new car, it's not always right away that things are put into the car. Some features have to be added. So no, they don't all have GPS. If that was the case, they would have already put that up, that the car was wherever they say it was. I don't even think they know what car it was at this point.
I think
I'm
Adams
done.
touched on that. Remember, I think didn't he touch on that when he asked about the
Yeah,
OnStar?
he did. He says he asked about it, and then the guy said that they had not set it up.
Right.
He did have it, but they didn't set
No,
it up.
he said it has to be paid for, is what he said.
No, but he said it has it on it, but it was not
Right.
set up.
Also, it's a lot of people who rent cars and they're switched out so often that it's like anybody could have, you know what I'm saying, used the car. That's why you always got to double check inside of a rental car. At least I always do. When I look, I always make sure that there's nothing in it.
What was the my question real quick? What was the time that they saying that Woody wrecked the car versus the time when the drive-by took place?
A few hours before.
The car was wrecked 2 hours before.
Yeah, it was a few hours before. He said he dropped it off at the studio, and then he went home. He hopped in the car with somebody else and went home. That was his story, at least.
But so if it was before, that means that the car had damage. Did you see any damage on the car when they was doing the drive-by?
That's what
Nope.
he asked. He said what he said. He was on the side of the road. Oh, I'm sorry. One of the attorneys, I can't remember if it was Short or somebody, said that he was on the side of the road and
What happened? Did we
I
miss
don't.
him?
He
hello.
cut out.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
go ahead.
He said he was on the side of the. I believe Short asked him. He was like, "Yeah, you said you wrecked the car on the highway, and then you were on the side of the road trying to put the bumper back together." And Woody's response was, "How you know that?" And he said then he drove the car to the studio, gave it the threat, hopped in the car with somebody else, and then he took off and went home. That was his story allegedly. But somehow later on, he ended up at the green store, which was when Sharp pointed out. He said it's actually less than a 5 minute drive from where the shooting happened. My bad. So I don't know. It's just a mystery.
But
Yeah.
not to go off on a tangent real quick, but my thing is this on how this whole case got started. For one, I don't know if you guys watched recently YSL Mondo. Well, I'm not even gonna call him YSL because that dude's not YSL to me. But Mondo, he did an interview recently, and he was basically saying that, because Fonny was representing him as his defense attorney and whatnot, and he basically was saying that he never knew that she was running for DA. But it's like, how can you not know if someone's running for DA when you're running a campaign for up to a year? You see what I'm saying? And if she was representing him, they was literally in court. There's a video of him in there. She's in court with him, and I guess his baby mama was in there with the kid, and they was all hugging. I guess when she had got him a win on his case, whether it was released or whatever it was. It's a short clip, and so my thing is, he's saying that he never knew. We never talked about it. We never knew that she was running for DA. You don't just one day wake up and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna run for DA," and then the next day you're a DA. That's not how it works. Think about it. With Trump,
That was well before
and
now.
That
yeah,
was
but yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah.
That
That was
I
well
understand.
before now,
Hold,
champ.
hold on. I
It
under
was years before.
bro. Okay, you
I'm
guys
not
aren't letting
bro.
me get to what I'm. Okay, not
Not
you,
a bro.
Sylvia. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him because he cut me off. You guys weren't letting me get to where I was going to get to. Okay, this was 2018, 2019. Okay,
28.
and she was representing him in 2018. She ran for DA right after that same year. In his interview, he's saying, "Oh, I never knew that she was running for DA. We never talked about it." That's a lie, because you don't just run for DA and then you win. She
Why
was
would she
campaigning,
speak to him about it?
bro, because that's his defense attorney. What do you mean? You don't
But
think someone running for DA and your whole county and it's your attorney, you're not going to know that she's running for DA?
you're
No,
not.
You sound crazy.
no.
There's going to be paper.
No, you're
Not.
not.
You're not.
Okay,
No, you're
okay,
not.
okay, okay, okay.
Go to
You
the
guys are right.
go to
You
the
guys are
street.
right.
Go to the
You're right.
streets and ask any street
Yep.
dude
You're right.
what their
You're right.
attorney
And
does
let me just let
outside
me
of
hold
that.
on, hold on. Let me just tell you.
Calm
Mondo,
down.
Sylvia, Mondo literally said we had an auntie-nephew relationship. She
So
knew my family and all of that. So my
What do that
point
mean?
is, hold on, is that let me tell you, is that Mondo, why is he not charged? Why is he not in this case?
Because
Because
that was
his
his
attorney,
attorney.
no, because he was, well, that too, because that's a conflict of interest. But not only that, he was feeding her information. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
That's
That man was feeding her
speculative.
information.
That's speculative, chat.
You said
And
what?
any information that she knew, she could not use in this case. The
Right.
same
Okay,
with what he
okay,
have in immunity. It can't be
okay,
used against him.
Miss
okay.
Sylvia,
That's how they got charged.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
I
That's
have
not
a
how they got charged.
Y'all, hold on, y'all. Let me
Hold, hold,
Daniel. Go ahead, Daniel.
I know I was just gonna say I have an objection. That's speculation.
Oh, thought it was Daniel talking. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
Um, what? That's not how they got charged. This started because they started doing too much. They said in the beginning of the trial, before if you were paying attention, they woke up and every morning they came to work, they would see 70 to 100 shell casings somewhere. Not only that, Eppin just shot a police officer. You can't do certain things and expect to keep getting away with it.
Correct.
You play long enough, you go on certain.
He gone.
It just so happened that Thug got caught up in what his friends were doing, and not only that, some of the past things that he may have done. You can't keep playing and think that you're gonna get away with it forever. It don't work like that.
I got
That's
another
I
objection.
disagree with you on that one, sir. Go
You say
ahead.
you disagree?
Who is that? Speak. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, just for y'all, both of y'all theories, they've been wanting Young Thug since 20, um, I think 2015. It was 2014, 2015. They've been wanted Thug before even Fonnie Willis came into office and became the DA. They've been wanted Thug. And how the way I know they've been wanted Thug because of the investigators been trying to get Young Thug since day one. They've been trying to get him off the streets because they all know about Young Thug in Fulton County. It's just that they've been trying to get evidence on him to get him even before it was even a RICO, just to get him arrested. Because there was a lot of APDs that didn't like Young Thug in the streets, and Young Thug been in the streets for a very long time, and they've been wanting to get Young Thug for a very long time. So all this happened before Fannie Willis, before Adrian Love. This been the ongoing thing to build a RICO up on him to get him, and they just haven't had hard evidence. Even the other DA, I forgot what his name is,
Paul Howard.
Paul Howard.
Paul Howard. Yeah, he had all this, and he didn't have enough evidence, and he didn't really feel like Woody was a very good witness to put on the stand. So that's why he didn't continue with the RICO. You get what I'm saying? So this goes way beyond Mondo and all that stuff. You get what I'm saying? But it's just that now that Fannie Willis is now the DA, she just been all right. I'm going to pick up where Paul Howard left off, and I'm going to get him. I think we have enough evidence, and that's Fannie Willis assuming that she has enough evidence, but she don't. When she got up there and said that there's I don't know how many murders she said, 100 murders and 50 murders, and we have all this evidence, and YSL, going to get prosecuted to the maximum. I'm like, what is she talking about? She don't know nothing. She's assuming things. She think that her evidence is good, but it's not. Nobody knows who killed Donovan Thomas. Nobody knows who did what. It's just a whole bunch of pieces that they're putting together and going through social media, IG, just to get these guys charged. And I feel like those IG posts, they don't really do anything. Like They didn't even know what repost whiz was. That's crazy. That video of Young Thug that was on January 4th when he posted that video, and somebody repost whizzed it, which it could have been Gaither, and reposted on the 26th and say, "Hey, this is what he said after Donovan Thomas died." Come on, that's a reach. But go ahead, guys.
I wanted to, if I could go,
Go ahead.
I wanted to quickly circle back when you guys were talking about the wiretap when I was in the chat. And I think that with this Zachary witness, there's definitely something going on behind the scenes. I feel like with the whole warrant situation, they asked about it for a reason. And even though they've been going through the wiretaps and all the evidentiary process, they haven't brought it back up. And I don't know, I have like this feeling that they know something procedurally may not be right with it. And also, based on with Steele, um and the appeal hearing that he just had, where he told the Georgia Supreme Court that he felt it's ineffective counsel to basically correct the state's error in advance. If they do know something is up with those wiretaps or the information that Zachary is going to present, they're not going to say anything. I feel like they would just let them present that evidence and get it in front of the jury and then ask for a mistrial, because it's going to take something very prejudicial and detrimental for them to get a mistrial at this point, with it going on for a year. So I'm just really curious to see what happens once Zachary gets on the stand and the evidence starts to come out, because they've just been asking a lot about when Zachary was going to testify. And I feel like so far the defense has been either step by step with the prosecution or a step ahead. I feel like they already knew what was going on with Zachary, even though Love wasn't telling them. And just the way that Sharp and Steele has been all over a lot of the evidence that's supposed to come in under him. I just think that it could potentially be like another Woody situation.
They
So I
might
just want to
they
that up.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry. They might give him immunity um just for his testimony. I'm not saying they will, but they might. You know, they'll try to do the same situation like with Little Woody. Like, let's give him immunity as soon as he testify, because it's kind of similar. He's pleading the fifth. If he's pleading the fifth, they's like, okay, if he go on the stand and plead the fifth, we don't get anything out of him. Let's give him immunity, and they'll be the same Little Woody situation all over again, just to get him to testify, because they don't have anything on him right now, so they can't really indict him or do anything. So they can give him immunity, even though he doesn't want it, and then they'll use that just to make him testify.
Well, they're gonna
Which,
have to have an attorney first. They're gonna have to give him an attorney.
and if he get Ashley,
Back to what the
if he
young
get
lady
Ashley
just said.
Merchant, it's all over.
Back to what the young lady just said. She was saying that she thinks there's something up with the wiretaps. Yeah, I don't think it's anything up with the wiretaps, because the state isn't gonna present any evidence that goes against them. What they want, what what you have to pay attention to is what the judge said the other day. If y'all just give them an open file, which would be all of the evidence that they have, we wouldn't have these problems. In their files, they have some other things that's in there that wouldn't be good for their case, and that would give the defense attorneys more ammo against them. That's what you have to pay attention to.
Agree. I mean, it could definitely be that. I just have this gut feeling that it's something up with those wiretaps. And
Okay, hold on a second.
Zachary.
Hold on a second. Dublin, turn down your thing in the background. Hear it in the background.
Your, um, your, um, thing in the background. Um, your, um, thing in the background. 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 Your, um, thing in the ba
So it could be the warrant, it could
Hello?
be
I can't
wiretaps.
hear at all. I have to leave and come back. I don't know what happened.
Go ahead.
It
I'm
could be,
sorry.
it's okay. Yeah, it could be the something with the warrant and how they obtained it. It could be missing wiretaps. I just feel the way that they've been honing in on it is just like it's something. I just feel like it's something there. So hopefully, you know, it'll come out in the next couple of weeks. But they've been paying a lot of attention to it. I know it's some detrimental evidence in it as well that is adverse to the defense, but it just seems like it's something deeper to it. And also, like when Sharp was asking about the rap lyrics in the order, and he was like, "Well, I'm gonna go back and check the transcript." I just feel like at this point they're trying to find that silver bullet that would get them a mistrial, because I know they're saying, "Oh, we want it to go to a jury," but I don't think they actually want it to go to a jury, if that makes sense, because he has the speedy trial pending. So,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why Judge Whitaker why she won't grant a mistrial. She just declined. She just declined denying the mistrials, and so much evidence been brought to her to show there was a lot of Brady material. I did not understand why she told the DAs, that the prosecution, that, hey, I'm gonna give you training on Brady violation, and that didn't do anything. I'm like, what? That's kind of stupid. And they still do the same thing, holding evidence. And I'm just like, that didn't make any sense what she just did. That ruling that she made didn't make no sense. So it gets kind of fusing, because I feel like she's like giving the DA and the prosecution so many chances, and I'm just like, just end it already. But she won't, and I don't understand why she won't end it. It's like she has the opportunity to just end this, because she knows they don't have all the evidence, and if they are withholding evidence, it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. Like, just end it already, grant the mistrial,
She
but she
can't
won't do
just
it.
end it like that. If she ends it like that, then they will be able to sue the state. If they sue the state, they already lost a bunch of money on this case and will lose even more money through the lawsuits. They could sue for millions.
Well, if the jury find it not guilty, they still
That's
getting
better.
sued.
Yeah,
They
That's
but
that's
still
me
getting
per
different.
sued.
That's a little bit different.
yeah, but see, me personally, granting a mistrial, that just means that they can come and charge again. I
No,
think
granting
that
a
they should
mistrial
go.
with prejudice
Uh,
means that they
can I
can't.
can I finish, bro? Look, I personally think that they should go all the way through with the trial, get found not guilty, and then there's nothing nobody can say. They found not guilty. You know what I'm saying? They can't come back and try to retry. Nothing. It is what it is. That's just my personal opinion on it, on that part.
But it's based on, like the gentleman was saying, it's based on whether or not it's with prejudice or without.
Right.
That will determine whether or not they can come back and start all over again. I just think I don't. It's kind of I don't understand why a lot of people are expecting so much from this judge when out the gate from the very when she first arrived, she kept this going. She could have stopped it right then and there. Which is if it was anywhere else or if it was anybody else, it would have been it would already would have been a mistrial. So I don't understand why everybody keep expecting her to do something different when she's doing exactly what she did from the very beginning.
Yeah, I was just saying earlier, I personally think that something has to be so significant to grant a mistrial. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be one little thing here or there. It has to be something so crazy, for her to do that.
So the meeting in the judge's chambers wasn't something crazy,
That's the
That
that's
was
the
that
first
that
time I
right?
agree
So
with you all night,
automatically
Champ.
automatic. I totally agree. That should have been
so
a
so
mistrial
what
right
else
there.
can you? So I mean, where do you go from there?
Well, I'm just saying, moving forward, because what they did was they said, okay, let's get him off of the case, Glanville. They got him off, and let's have a new judge. The new judge it was a conflict of interest. She recused herself. And then we got Judge Page, the lady now. And to me, like I said earlier, I think she's only, I mean, she's a judge, she's a referee. You know what I'm saying? If anybody's played sports, I mean, y'all know how a referee is. So I think that she's going to be, people aren't going to always agree with her rulings and stuff like that. But I think overall, she's following the law. That's just my take on that.
What law did she follow with the regarding the ex parte meeting?
It was the
Well,
substance of the meeting.
well,
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
yeah. Yeah. No, I just think that that meeting, yeah, absolutely. That should have been a mistrial. I'm saying since she's came in and actually started being the judge, outside of the ex parte, she's following it by the books, in
Okay,
my
so
opinion. Like
Yeah.
she's going, she
With the
always
Brady
says, I need
information,
some
was that
case
by the
law.
book?
She always says, I need some case law. She just said that today. She said, I need some
So
case law. She don't
regarding the
just,
regarding the Brady material, was that by the book?
I mean, what are you saying?
You just said beyond that. So you're looking for more, and
Okay,
more things
explain
are
explain
happening,
to
and
me
she's
what you're
still.
saying though, because
So
bro,
when
like I said,
regarding
we're not gonna
regarding the Brady
always agree.
material,
We're not
regarding
gonna
the
always agree. We're gonna
Tom,
agree to
Tom,
disagree.
let him talk first. Tom, let him talk.
regarding the Brady materials,
Oh,
because you just mentioned that it needs to be something else. So we went beyond. You said beyond the ex parte meeting. Okay, now let's move to the Brady material. So now I'm asking you,
Y'all have a good
what
night.
what part of the law? Don't run. What part of the law? We're having a conversation. It's okay. What part of the law did she follow that allowed the Brady material to be for it to say that she don't think it was Brady material? What law did she use?
The Brady material is only Brady if the other side doesn't know. Once they found out, it was no longer Brady. Beyond that, it has to be something that's detrimental that would have ended the case. It wasn't anything that was that detrimental that would have ended the case. It was just something they didn't know. That's what the
Can,
difference is.
can I
Agreed.
say
I have
something?
a question for Sylvia.
I'm here.
So, based on what you've seen with the jury, this is just like a generalized question. Does it appear that there's people on the jury that may at least be a little bit hip to hip hop culture or have like an understanding of some of the references and kind of know like what's being misinterpreted?
Absolutely.
Okay, I got something to say about that Brady material. I'd be honest with you. Before Judge Whitaker gave that June 7th transcript, that was automatically Brady because Judge Glanville never spoke about it. The prosecution never spoke about it. After he got recused, that was what? How long was it? How long did it take to go back to court? It was a month or two. I don't know the time frame from the time he got recused. I think that was a month and a couple of in a week, right? Right after that, that was Brady material. For her to give that June 7th transcript, she did that on purpose so it won't be Brady no more. So she won't grant a mistrial because
You have
automatically. Mhm.
you have to pay attention. Number one, it was announced in open court that they wanted the ex parte, so that's
Yeah,
why
I
it
remember that.
wasn't granted. Yeah, so
I remember that.
that negated everything else.
Yeah, and nobody didn't know about that until she mentioned that. So I
Yeah,
was
but
like,
that's not my fault that you weren't. I mean, not
Nick,
you
Nick, Nick,
directly. Yeah.
Nick. One at a time. You can't overtalk him, please. Go ahead.
no, I was
Nick.
just saying nobody probably didn't know about it because she mentioned it when she read the transcripts and everything. And like again, that yeah, they would have assumed that is Brady, but we nobody did hear the DA or the prosecution say, "Hey, I want to have a meeting." Nobody didn't hear that because it was over. Brian still talking and saying something to the judge right after that. So it was kind of like slightly sneaked in, and the reporter caught it right on time to add it on the transcript. But if the reporter didn't add it on the transcript, then it would have became Brady material. But that's all I got to say on that.
All right. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, but just because somebody didn't hear it doesn't mean that. I mean, if it was said and it was on the transcript and she was in court and said it out loud, you still can't hold that against them. I mean, everybody in that courtroom, whether it's a defense attorney or a state's attorney, they all try their tactics on doing things slick. You just playing the game. It is what it is. Can't cry about it. Keep going.
All right. Daniel, did you want to have something to say?
Well, I'm a little lost here. So you're saying from the ex parte, maybe I missed something here. From the ex parte meeting, you saying it was announced that they were going to have
Yes,
the meeting with
yes, it was
Woody?
announced in open court.
No, it wasn't.
No.
No, she asked for it. It wasn't announced. She asked for it. She asked for the judge to see him. That's what she said. But they were busy doing something else and they didn't pay attention.
She asked for the meeting with Woody.
No, she asked for a meeting for prior to that, and then there was another meeting. In fact, it was originally she asked for a meeting with the judge to discuss Woody, and then there was an ex parte meeting.
Right, but so the defense was still unaware of that meeting with Woody was not announced in open court.
Well, you got to get the
She
time
said,
frames right. I'm sorry, you got to get the
Correct.
time frames right. June 7th, when Woody got what was held in contempt, right? Right after he was held in contempt, and the what you call it, walked them away. That's when Miss Love got up and said, "I want to have a meeting."
Right.
Right after that, Brian still stood up and said his motion that he has a motion for mistrial. And
Hmm.
that's when the judge said, I didn't expect that to happen. Right?
Hmm.
Then they start talking. The 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 day ends, and then when they came back on Monday, that's when the judge said, well, he's gonna meet everybody, come back here at 8:30. Well, he's gonna speak with his lawyer, and then we're gonna see if he's gonna testify. Now, on that 10th, um, Love asked for another meeting, but that was she just said it to Glanville. Nobody knew about that one on the 10th, but it was on the transcript on the 7th, right after Woody was held in contempt, when Miss Love got up and say, "Hey, I want to have a meeting," and then Brian still start talking.
Hmm.
Do you understand?
Yes. But I'm still looking for the part where it said that I in open court that I want to have a meeting with
It
just
was.
No,
Woody and the judge.
no,
It
she
didn't
never
say.
said that.
She never said
Right.
that. She
So
never
then
said that.
how would that be that because so that's the part I was trying to understand where the gentleman was saying that that's the reason why it wasn't an issue because it was announced.
Okay, so what Whitaker said when Whitaker gave the June 7th transcript, and they wasn't even aware of the ex parte of the June 7th. And what Whitaker said on the transcript, the DA asked for a meeting, but nobody didn't recognize what she said because there was other people talking over her. That's when Brian still got up and he was speaking, which was true. You get what I'm saying?
Right. But did she but the part I'm still missing is the part where she said that she wanted a meeting with but did she specify who she wanted to have this meeting with?
No, she
No,
didn't specify. She just
Right.
no.
So
specified she
okay.
wanted to talk to the judge.
Right. Okay. All right. Because for me, I mean, I know we're trying to justify, or she's trying to justify what he did, but anywhere else, no one, it wouldn't fly like that.
All right. We got somebody new wants to come talk. Hey, Dublin, go ahead.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So a couple of things. When you guys were talking about the sunroof, I remember that somebody testified a while back, some expert or something, about the gunshot residue and that there was nothing on the ceiling of that car. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. It was a while back. And then I figure that they're going to bring him in chains like they brought Woody in chains, right? And then, the the appearance to the jury, right? Instead of that, he was a free person out in the world. And so I hope he gets it out there that, hey, I was in the hospital. Y'all took me, threw me in jail and put me here. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like, and I don't know how Fannie could say, oh, I declined to come when you subpoena me, but they're taking somebody who hasn't signed an immunity, who hasn't had not a bond, but the thing, that everyone's under, right, to get out of jail. And then so he's just a guy out there,
You
and they
talking
can
about a
just pick you up
plea
and
deal?
yeah, I'm talking about yeah, it's a plea deal. He doesn't have a plea deal. So right now he's just like you and I. He's out there, he's free. Just because somebody wants you to show up doesn't mean you have to show up, because Fanny didn't show up, right? So I don't understand how they can throw, like, what are they throwing him in jail for? Just because he won't come? Like, he doesn't have to come. Can't you not come? Like, I don't understand that. And
No,
then I
Not
because
was
if
going to tell,
you have a subpoena. Sorry.
yeah, but
no, go
Fanny
ahead.
was subpoenaed. Fanny was subpoenaed, and she said, I declined to come. And then they held that whole hearing today on, hey, are there rules? And they're going back from 1888 to see if they can, like, pick her up. Why don't they pick her up first, throw her in jail for a while, and then see? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand it. And a couple of things I wanted to say. Sylvia, I
Yes.
sent you an email tonight
Mhm.
with a clip. It's from, like, I think Tuesday. And Steele was up there arguing something that something that she did, and then she literally sits there. It takes her 39 seconds, and then she starts tapping. She has 3 microphones in front of her. She starts tapping them all like a 2-year-old. And then later, when the judge finally speaks, she nods her head like a crazy bobblehead. I think she's literally insane. Like, and she mumbles. It's a hot mic. She is, as soon as someone from the defense says something to Steele, he looks over at them, and I don't know if they're telling her, hey, she's doing that, but he's totally ignoring her. And then she mumbles. It's a live mic, and she says, yeah, you need to stop. Like, so I sent you that clip if you want to find it. But I did want to say one last thing before I hang up and listen to y'all. Um, okay, I know that you say it's news and commentary and for entertainment, right? But I was personally offended by what the judge said to you, because she actually insulted your audience when she said that we're watching for entertainment. We're watching it as me, okay? Watching it because we want the judicial system in America to perform the way it's supposed to, right? We're watching it because of all the debauchery that's happening in the courthouse and the shadiness that's going on, and because we're outraged about it, right? And that there seems to be like no morals of any kind in dignity in that courthouse from the state. And I really believe that this judge, I think she came in biased. I think that judges are lean towards the state anyways a little bit. And yeah, she has made some right rulings, but I think she's made a whole lot more wrong rulings, right? And she could have did a mistrial with prejudice, right? And then I think a lot of us are also watching it because we have a personal stake in it. Not personal because we know any of these guys, but because we have family members who have been in touch with the judicial system and have been screwed over. And I'm talking about my brother in particular, stole 30 years of his life, right? And I also think that just like when the judge seems to not get things or acts, like she'll let people talk. I mean, Glanville was just as bad with, yeah, but I don't care, and I'm not even listening. And she'll go, uh-huh. And then her giggles. I mean, that could be a personal trait of her, which I'm sure it is, the laughing. But she wanted to sit there and tell you that, oh, this is so important. This is so, you know, these are people's lives, but yet she doesn't hold herself down. And I don't know. I'm just feeling that like she really doesn't care. I feel like she goes to sleep at night and she doesn't worry about this case because this is not her community. This is not her children, you know. And then she's entitled to her opinion of how she thought which, not everybody gets your sense of humor with the names, but so I understand her trying to say to you, but she didn't need to do it like that. She didn't need to put you on blast and say that you were being basically like a mean girl. She can have her opinion, but her opinion, yeah, I mean, she's the judge, so she could swipe your Rule 22 away. But she did in effect basically stifle some of your creativity, some of your free speech. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that you met Jules, because Jules had the same stuff happen to her, not with a judge, but with her own little Miss Love. And yeah, there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to tell you, but basically I sent you that in an email before. But if you go back and you see the email I sent you tonight, you might want to play that clip. And then to everybody else on the panel, hi. But also,
Hi.
hi. The It's been happening since way before, since when only Sylvia was there, since way back when, God, who is it? The ponytail guy, his Kendricks? No, right? It was a Kendricks, right? When he was sick and they didn't give him his medicine for 2 weeks or a month. And then Glanville called in. It's a deputy who's also like an EMS guy. And the EMS guy was belligerent and basically just rude and said, yeah. All he did was take his vitals and say he's fine. The guy was throwing up, had thrown up twice or 3 times already. They and he said, I need my client with me. They were still picking jurors at this point. So it's been going on forever. We just didn't see Glanville in all his glory until later in the case. But he was doing stuff before, just like when he did stuff to people who didn't come back to serve on the jury, to making somebody write something. They had to write like a 3-page report on why jury duty is needed and stuff. He's just been awful. And I don't know. And it's not just the 6 guys we see, it's everyone else that's with this case, and it's everyone else that's not with this case. And like Sylvia lost 8 days of her life, right? They threw you in and it was hell. And now she understands Woody's point of view and everybody else who's there. But he just got out of the hospital tonight or today, right? And so, when you leave the hospital, you're exhausted because you've been in the hospital. You just want to go home and rest. It doesn't mean you're back to your full form. And they could actually, something could happen to him. And I don't want to say the words. In Rice Street, something could happen to him there. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Something, because
Yeah.
he's sick already. Because he's sick already. And I really feel like I don't know what is wrong with the state, what's wrong with love, but like ethical people, like, I don't know, quit your job. And everyone gives that guy who sits in between them, begins with the A, Adkins, a pass. No, but you might be stuck, right? You're there. You I don't know how much Fanny's holding over her head, but, and like you guys said, she was already a judge. Well, why did she go back to being a prosecutor? Do you like going after people? It's like, I don't know. And it seems to me like Jeffrey, he tried to bring people with him. He tried to pull people up, right? And she's there. She's gone to school. She's I got a GED, right? But my 2 kids have done better than me. But you would think you bring people up, you try to help them. So I'm starting to cry right now. I'm so mad. But then Woody brought it out to her, and he said, you all Black people, you're doing this to us, right? And this is the thing. And I'd like to say something. So my mother's white, my father's Black, but I have a brother who looks Black and a brother who is blonde and green eyes, and they've done the same shit. My second brother, he's home. He has 3 children. My other brother, he just got out after being in for 30 years in a Florida freaking jail for nothing, right? And they stole his whole life. And like, I'm only happy because he came home before my mother died. She's alive still, but she's 82, 81. And so to me, I don't watch this for entertainment. I'm watching this praying every day and hoping that something changes in your state. And so I'm going to shut up now and listen to y'all because I'm getting too upset. So
It's okay.
that's
It's
it.
good.
Yeah.
It's good that you speak your mind. one thing I want to say about the judges with Glanville and Whitaker, the they're kind of different in some way. And
Mhm.
one thing I see about Whitaker is that I feel like she helped the prosecution too. Prosecution should know what they're doing. They know their job. They should have everything ready in the evidence. But what I think I see about her is that she helped the prosecution way too much. And I'm like, stop doing their job for them. Let them do their own job. You don't need to explain things to them. And then she be like and then Adrian Love be like, yeah, right. And I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense what you're doing. But at the end of the
Yeah, she.
day, I think some of the rulings she do um rule right, and some of them she don't rule right, and everything.
Right.
I wasn't
I,
expecting for her to what is the word that she used? Admonish and rebuke. I wasn't expecting her
yeah.
to admonish and rebuke Miss Love. That just came out of nowhere, and I'm like, whoa, that's
You mean
big.
like the first couple? You mean like the first couple of days when she did that?
Yeah, yeah, and I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting that because Miss Love, one thing Miss Love loved to do is after the court gives the ruling, she will continue to re-argue about the issue so the judge could overrule it. And she kept doing it over and over and over again. Only reason why it's different with Whitaker, because she
Mhm.
catch on to like, are you just arguing about the five things I just ruled on? And but with
Yeah.
Glanville different. She can persuade Glanville. So Glanville will rule on it, and then she keep telling Glanville, and it keep going back. Then Glanville be like, "Okay, I'm going to change my ruling." What? What?
Right. And the thing is, Glanville didn't care what was right or what wasn't, like most of the time. Paige has to try to look like she's not being biased, but like when everyone was all like, "Oh, this is judge is going to come, and there's no way she's not going to do a mistrial," and I never believed her for a second. Right? I never believed her for a second. I saw her. I saw her gaslighting. I saw, even if she wasn't laughing, I saw her for who she was, and it's like she has to be forced, like they have to come up with, the defense has to come up with their things that they're quoting, their case law and everything. And then yeah, it's a little less on Miss Love, where she used to basically bully Glanville into it, right? And then he wanted to agree with her anyways, but like I don't know, I just feel that she's, I don't know. And then every time something happens to her, she wants to get other people publicly humiliated. She wanted to get um, Adams, and she said, "Well, I'll do it in private." She wasn't happy with that. She's, I don't know, but I just don't know, like, what is in her heart that you are this. You should just know we've got a losing case. I mean, I don't know. Has it just gone too far, and they just trying to save face, but every day you're losing more face. Do you know what I'm saying? And then I'm also worried because, like Sylvia said, she thought maybe it would be a mistrial, right? And I know the demographics of the jury, but then if they're doing the right thing, if they're really not watching any media, then they might not know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know we all think they are, but there could be some people that play by the rules, that who are like Steele, who doesn't even want to say, any bad words. Do you know what I mean? And there could be. And then I don't know. I'm just hoping that there are people on that jury who have seen everyone get screwed over like all of us have, and who are like, no, because there's no proof. There's no, like, here's the smoking gun. Here's your because they did the DNA on guns and nobody's DNA was on it. And they did do that. I'll have to find out where it was and maybe email it to her. But they did do they had a person on who, like, did something with the top of the car, lifting for gun residue, and there was nothing on the inside of that car. So I don't know. It's just, and a simple fact that all of those things that they said, that Steele said that, well, we'll put an ankle monitor and we'll give up his passport. We'll have, 24-hour a day, you know, pay for the cops to watch him in his house. And you just you and then, like, hopefully they've seen it. Hopefully they've seen it because, the three big people that we've had up there, Woody and Bean and um Murphy and somebody else, that they put it out there. And then the last one we just had, Sledge, right? Where they say, "Oh, you're so dangerous. We can't let you out." Once you sign that non-plea deal, because it wasn't a plea deal, it was a take it or leave it. You want to stay in or you want to get out? What do you want to do? And it was made for that. Like, that plea deal is like, I think it's unconstitutional. It's like he said, it's your words, it's your lies, it's your thing, and then to call the lawyer. I mean, I don't know. And so, yeah,
Yeah,
I just,
her calling that lawyer messed up Miss Love big time. I
yeah.
She should have
But that
never
happens to
called
them.
him.
Yeah, that happens to them all the time. And then what I'm saying is so it's Zachary from tonight, right? And then, so when he comes on the stand, are they going to try to do what they try to do with Woody? They're going to, hey, let's give you your clothes back. Hey, let's unshackle you, but you're still under arrest. And so, like, I don't understand how they can do that. And then they knew they were going to do it on Friday, so he couldn't get anybody, and he couldn't get out before the weekend. Like, I don't think they're letting you out on the weekend. Like, yeah, it's just, to me it's insane, and to me it's more than, it's not entertainment. It's like, are you going to steal these people's lives? And then, like, the young boy, um Ryan, right? And, like, he was already missing when he was a kid. I mean, he was found the same day, but, like, stuff keeps happening to him. I'm sure he can't really protect himself in there. I'm just looking at him, and he's 19 or 20. It's just like, I don't understand it. It's not. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't. I just.
Sylvia, I got a question about Little Rod. What was he caught with contraband again?
That's what
Mhm.
they said.
Mhm.
That's why they moved him up to the front.
Mhm.
That boy need to stay out of trouble. Anyway,
Mhm.
no, I feel like the whole outcome when it comes to this, if
Mhm.
if Young Thug beat this trial, I could see um DA Love and Hilton, they could be losing their jobs because they fighting so hard for this because their jobs on the line. You know, and
Yeah, the jobs are on the line, and
yeah,
Fanny's, making them do it. But, like, where the other guy that Fanny, forget his name, the one that she had represented, and then now I think it's just this week he's put in for his early release. And then the judge, it was the older judge, it wasn't Glanville, who said, I've never seen a deal like this before, where she's going to write the letter for him, right? I think it was Lucci, right? And then, so I don't know, it's just all shady back. I don't know, but to see them just, it's televised. So this has been going on for years and years and years, and people have been railroaded for years and years. And but it's just never been seen, right? But we all have somebody who's been screwed over, and then, I don't know. This is just so. It's just so. Yeah, they want their jobs, but I'm thinking about her soul. Like, I know you got to pay your mortgage. I know you got to pay your car payment, but maybe some of those people on the back row from the state should start, like, looking for new jobs. Should get out while they can. Should, I don't know how. I couldn't go to work every day knowing what I was doing. Like, there's a difference between when you think you're protecting somebody who's been, a real victim, who's been something, but they're not protecting or getting any justice for nuts parents, right? If you did your job right back in 2015, maybe you would have found the person, even if it was Woody's friend and Woody, right? If you would have done your job right. Like, it seems to me that they're just trying to, I don't know. It's a screwed up place. It's a screwed up place. and people can just do whatever they want there. I mean, if I'm talking about, the prosecution, and then you got judges gone wild, is what I think. And then I really think that Paige is like, oh, well, I'll make it look presentable. But she was never gonna call a mistrial. She wants it for her political aspirations. I think she people, none of those people are stupid. They know what's right. They know what's right. And they just miscalculated when they got Woody on the stand, because Woody is smarter than the average bear. Yeah, might not know math or something like that, but he's street smart and he can read people. And because of the type of person he is, he's just a charismatic person. But you could still see Murphy and Sledge. Like Sledge, you saw how he wore her down. The first day he was leaning on the chair. He was like, I got this. And then a couple of days and he's like, this bitch, he's like, and I'm going to stand up for myself. And then he came back and
no,
sorry, don't swear. I'm sorry.
please.
I'm sorry. Yeah. And then he came back and he apologized, and I mean, all of them. I don't know how you could be on that stand and listen to her talk and talk and talk and yell at you. Like, I would have blew my top. I would have they would have I would have been running out of there screaming. You would have had to put me on a 72-hour hold. And like, I don't know how they sat there with that patience to answer her questions and her lies. I don't know, but I'm going to shut up now so I can listen to you guys.
All right, guys,
and Sylvia,
excuse me, guys, I'm about to end. It's 12 o'clock, and I'm not trying to stay here all night. I got stuff to take care of.
Okay, Miss Sylvia.
Go ahead. Everybody's gonna have their last say, and then we're gonna get off. And let me start off with Speaks. Go ahead.
Thank y'all for having me on this panel, and I agree with you that they miscalculated with Woody, and I think Woody outsmarted them, and they wasn't expecting that. But again, Sylvia, it was a pleasure having you here. You have a blessed night. All y'all have a good night.
All right, Shawnee.
Yeah, thanks for having me up here. I'm gonna go through some of your old lives to kind of get your perspective on everything, because from reading the chat, it looks like I missed a few things. So thanks for all that you do in your coverage.
All right, have a good one. All right, Dublin.
Well, I just want to say thank you for when I turn my phone on every morning and I get to pray with you in the morning and listen to you drive in to court. And I hope that, they wasted your gas today, but I hope that Monday is a better day for everybody.
Oh, it's going to be better. Did you hear what happened, right? So it's going to be a better day.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right, Daniel. What did you say?
I'm new to your channel, so I've been I think maybe been like a little bit over a week. And just two quick things. I sent you an email because I believe I know how they obtain your home address, and I can assist you with that to take care of that for you. So check your email. And then also when it comes to lunch, what's your favorite spot?
I don't have a favorite spot. I don't have a favorite spot.
So what do you do for lunch?
I usually
do a place down there that you like?
They usually have the cafeteria. They bring the food place has a different company that comes in and bring food over.
And that's what you usually eat? Okay. All right. And the reason why I asked, because if there was a spot, I was going to go ahead and set it up for you so you can just go in there and get a meal on me. So that's why I asked. If there's a spot just that you want, just let me know.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
And I appreciate you, and you have a good night.
All right, good night. All right, everybody. Thank you guys. It's time for me to take my butt on, take care of something, and then take my butt to bed. I know a lot of folks was asking whether I was asleep. No, I was not asleep. I was taking care of something. Everyone have a good night. I'm going to go ahead and play this little commercial because I was going to play my commercial in beginning, but I did not. So I'm going to go ahead and play my commercial. You guys have a good night, okay? All right.
locked away in a cell, far from home, just can't tell. Innocent or guilty they claim, justice a flickering flame. Family missing their sons, every day's a heavy ton. Time to bring the boys home, can't let them face this alone. Fair justice needed now, time to let them go somehow. D's got the key to the door, we can't wait no more. Got it, Queen, a little rock. Time is ticking, it's so odd how we hold on to change when there's so much pain. Shannon, Nichols, Yang, and Thug, families just want a hug. Dreams shattered in a night, but we demand what's right. Fair justice needed now, time to let them go somehow. D's got the key to the door, we can't wait no more. Can't wait no more. We can't wait no more.
Life's trials catch my eye, stories that let my spirit fly. Chatting about the highs and lows, with my faith it truly shows. Grandpa Kobe by my side, moms are here to be our guide. Sharing love in every way, together we'll brighten the day. Interesting trials we face, with hearts full of grace. Time's a place to heal, come together, feel the real. With every story that we share, lift each other with a prayer. In this community find strength and peace deep in our mind. Together we stand, reaching out a hand, letting love lead, it's all that we need. Interesting trials we face, with hearts full of grace. Chat's a place to heal, come together, feel the real. With every story that we share, lift each other with a prayer. In this community we find strength and peace deep in our mind. Together we stand, reaching out a hand, letting love lead, it's all that we need. Interesting trials we face, with hearts full of grace. Chat's a place to heal, come together, feel the real.
Sylvia in that courtroom grind, all day long she's making time. Notes in hand, she's got the plan. Comes home late, shines like a star. she's here to break it down. Justice found without a frown. In our chat with hearts so true, Sylvia's magic comes right through. Feel it, baby, feel the light. Soulful notes on the inside. Sylvia's truth makes us sway. All night long we groove and play. She's the queen with a golden touch. In her words we trust so much. Courtroom battles fade away. She brings the light in the day. Slide it slyly, can't deny. Sylvia knows just how to fly. On our wall she melts away, bringing soul to every day. Feel it, baby, feel the light. Soulful notes on the inside. Sylvia's truth makes us sway.